Okay, welcome to the Media Center at the Chevron Championship. I'm joined here by Jeeno, THITIKUL, first major of the year. Just what can you describe how excited and what you're looking forward to most about being here in Texas?
I'm just excited to being here in the first major. Being Texas seemed like my second home here. Obviously, Houston or Dallas bit wow. Excited for kind of sunny weather. I knew it's raining, but still warmer than last week in California.
And this time last year, you were making your debut for your season after your injury. Just talk about where you kind of were last year and how far you've come in a year.
Yeah, I remember how things have going around starting from like the same way as my first debut from last year. Still remember how really nervous I am, excited, and also kind of worry about things because it's my first week back after injured, and that I don't know how golf it's gonna be like for me on the first week as the first major, which is kind of really excited for me at that time. But till now, I just really nice to be here again, and then just grateful for everything that's happened last year till now, because not my first debut for this year, but still seem like a debut for me for the it's a new major, it's a new year, first major of the year. Still feel like fresh starts.
Yeah. And you've been on, speaking of this year, you've been on a amazing streak. I think even dating back to last year of top 5 and top 10 finishes. Can you just talk about, I know Nelly has talked a lot about her team and things like that, and you came to this media center without your team, so we were like, wait a second, it's kind of funny you're here by yourself, but how much of your performance and things like that do you attribute to your team as well?
I think my team, we not work as a team that's called different, not related to anything, but I think my team work like a family, really family things. I know I came here by myself, which is my manager. She's supposed to be here, but he's still eating lunch with pajamas on. I mean, he seemed like my manager seemed like my second father, to be honest. And he was, a lot of players have been asked is he my dad? But he's not. He's my manager, but seemed like my second dad. Also, my coach, who with me since I was 16, 17 till now, but I knew him since I was 11, which is he feel like my bigger brother, and also can't say dad sometimes, but he's not old ass Jack. And then my caddy, who been with me since I was an amateur. I think the team that I have, I never changed anything. I never changed my manager. I never changed my coach back then, and I never changed my caddy. I would say this is not the best team. This is not the perfect team that I have, even myself, but this is the team that we're going to improve together.
Sarah?
Speaking of improvement and on that kind of reflection track, 4 years ago you were a rookie, and all of the accomplishments that you've had in your first 4 years as a tour member, do you ever kind of think back to 2022 Jeeno and maybe what you would tell her sitting at the first major of the year with, as probably one of the favorites to win this week?
Yeah. Before I came here to the media center, I read some, the golf.com, the book that someone put it in my locker, which is have myself on that book too, which is not, if it's not have myself on, I was like, what are you doing? But I read about really cool. And it's a lot of stories that reflecting me how I became a rookie in the LPGA tour till now. What's the thing happening in this 4 years that I have been on tour? I just think I'm so grateful. I really appreciate everything that's happened. I know it's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of kind of roller coaster life on tour, which is, I think it's just normal. It's just really normal in golf in general, and then in life as well. You know, like the good thing, it's gonna be good. Your emotional wise, everything, the vibes gonna be good. But like, I'm just grateful for like what I have on my downtimes, cause when I have my downtime or like my slump, I think it's just reflecting me how, you know, I can challenging myself and I can overcome all the doubts that I have in my head, and then also the team, and then the people, the real people that I know who standing there from me. You know, the downtime, it's the time that you can reflect all of that things.
Looking at the golf course, obviously finished 12th here last year. It was just a great start to your season after being off with an injury. Have you noticed any changes in this golf course from last year to this year, having seen it? Obviously, it's wetter, but anything else that you've noticed difference-wise that you're going to try to adjust as you tackle this week?
I think definitely gonna be the rain that we're gonna have. I just finger crossed not to have a rain on the tournament days, but like I think the greens and the fairway play kind of softer than last year, of course, because we got the rain. But other than that, I don't think any big change of all the course have been set up for.
Amy?
Do you feel like the hottest player in women's golf right now?
Do I feel like what?
Do you think you're the hottest player in women's golf right now?
Hottest player? Hottest in golf or hottest in outside of golf?
The whole world or women's golf?
No, I don't know. I'm just trying to. I know I trying to keep doing good every week. I trying to keep seeing your face, Amy, and interview with you every week, which is giving a good sign. So I'm not saying I'm the hottest or a gettest. I'm not gonna say that because I think I don't know. I just think like a lot of talented players and potentials out there.
All the money that you won at the end of last year, how has that impacted what you've been able to do? I mean, not everybody can have a team that costs money, obviously, but how has it been able to help you grow and improve as a player?
Definitely helps a lot to not really thinking about. I think it has some point that like my rookie year, or maybe some people still thinking about the money, what they're gonna make on the tournaments, on each tournament. But like it just, for now, I'm not really thinking about making money, but I'm thinking about making like golf to be like a good golf, and then also make for the win, not for the money. So I think, yeah, for me it's helpful that I can have all my team. I can hire more like physio stuff, doing some buying GC quad, which is helpful for golf, and also buying a membership on the golf course here in Dallas. It's just a lot of things to do with that money outside of shopping.
Where do you belong in Dallas?
Where do I belong? I just joined TPC Cake Ranch, where they host the PGA next week.
All right, and then we'll go to the Zoom. Jill, if you'd like to unmute now.
Jeeno, you have almost 50 career top 10s at such a young age. I think it's 46, right? What
Good number.
It's an amazing number. What do you consider to be the reason for your consistency and success in always seeming to put yourself in contention to win a tournament?
I just see myself like I don't have really strongest in, what category, but every category, I mean like driving, irons, wide, chipping, or putting, I don't think I'm good, like outstanding like category, but all the things that I have, it's like standard and consistency, which is what I have been like always trying to keep it like this till I retire. But like I think the most key is just hit where your caddy want you to go.
That's always important. What about majors? What is your mentality about the majors? Do you look at obviously you've played very well in majors, but still looking for that first win? Is it a stressful thing for you, like to want that major, or do you feel like, I know obviously you're so young and will have many opportunities, but how do you see that?
I will see that as like a challenging things, like a one challenge to do. I'm not saying it's like stressful much because I know I'm still young and a lot of opportunity has come for. And then I just answer myself, if I'm not winning any major till I retire, if I gonna be regret or I'm gonna be sad about that, I would say I'm not, because I'm thinking all the things that I have been doing out here on the tour, I have done enough, and then I give it 100%, and I'll just let it be more natural. If I get it, I'll get it. But if not, it's just small things to do more than, life, more than golf.
Why do you think you have that perspective? So many stress over winning the majors and say they must have one in their career. Why do you feel like at such a young age you're able to put it in perspective?
I just thinking because it has some point that I have been stressful, or maybe I don't want to put more pressure to myself on winning the major much, because I think if you put a lot of pressure on yourself on the golf course, I don't think it's a good thing to do out there, to like performing 100% out there, because I knew that if I like just hit and then performing out there, I can be able to do it, but like sometimes the mindset, it's also important to do it too. If I just be more relaxed and answer other questions that have been doubts or worries, if I can answer it, and then it just like I can get all this stuff off of my head, and then just be able to be myself and enjoy it, and then pay 100% performance out there.
Okay, thank you. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
All right, Beth Ann, if you'd like to unmute now.
Hi, Jeeno.
Yes.
What were your plans? What has your practice schedule been like today? Did you go out earlier at all and get some practice in, or what was the plan, and what have you been able to do?
Yeah, I woke up so early. I went off the course like 7:30. I think no, before that. It went like I hitting the first tee before 7:30, which is the earliest practice round tee time that I ever had in my LPGA career. I did like 8.5 holes, which is enough, and then I just drove back home right away. It suspended, and I came back for media and practice after this.
Did you look at the forecast and give yourself the earliest practice round as a result? Is that why you did that?
Yes, if it's not gonna rain, I just kind of come like early tea time for today anyway, because yesterday I have a like late pro-am time, but not gonna be this early, but because of the rain, yeah, that's gave me like the earliest.
Awesome. And then I just want to piggyback a little bit on what Jill was asking about your perspective. Who do you talk to for bigger picture thoughts? Do you rely on your coach? Do you have a mental coach?
I don't have like specifically like mental coach. I had like my swing coach is also, he just learning like kind of like mental stuff. So I just talk with him, and then also talk with my friends. Also learning by myself, studying, like seeing a lot of perspective from like a lot of good players here, which is like kind of mix up together the good thing, and then just thinking like solve of it by myself.
Awesome. Was there a particular player that you've talked to about this, or a quote that you heard from an older LPGA player that resonated?
Not particular players that I have been talking about this, but if I can say particular example about this, I would say Lydia Ko would be my like a role model for this kind of thing.
Thank you.
All right, Richard, if you'd like to unmute now and ask your question.
Yes, you have a great overall game. When you're on the driving range, though, which part of your game do you emphasize the most? And then also during the practice rounds, what are you trying to accomplish?
On my practice round, I'm just not trying to thinking much out there. I just trying to learn the course as much as I can. I know like hitting balls feeling's good, but like sometimes if not the perfect, like the bad shots come in, I trying to like not remember that bad shots. Okay, it's like if you remember it, it can go into your memories, which is not good. I just trying to learn the course out there. That's pretty much the key. And then at the diving range, I think I'm trying to I focus on my feelings on the swing pretty much. If I feelings good, hitting good, I just trying to, stop it, not hit it till I see the bad shots. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do now, because I used to practice a lot, and then I practicing it good till I see one shot that's bad, and then I just really angry about that shot, so I just trying to keep the emotional wise going in a good vibes or a good positive shot, not the bad one.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's it. Thanks so much, Jeeno.
Thank you.